welcome back to our coverage of ASUG Annual Conference 2013 and Sapphire Now. I'm Courtney Bjorlin. I'm one of the editors on asugnews.com. At this show, you're going to be hearing a lot about SAP HANA and SAP's mobility strategy. So we've found a customer and a wonderful ASUG member that can bring you bits of advice on both of those. I'm thrilled today to be joined by representatives from Tamko Building Products out of Joplin, Missouri, Brian Waddell and Shankar Vidyala. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Sure, thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at Tamko?
Okay. Well, I'm the business intelligence team lead, and we handle a lot of the reporting functionality requirements from business warehouse system, the HANA environment, as well as some business objects.
Great, and Shankar?
I also work with Brian Waddell and business intelligence team, and I worked extensively on SAP BW on business objects. After joining Tamko, I've been concentrating on SAP HANA and business objects on top of SAP HANA.
Great, so that's a good place for us to jump off and talk about your SAP landscape, your big BW customers. What else do you have on the BI side?
Business Objects is one of our recent acquisitions. We're putting a lot of our focus right now. And inside Business Objects toolset is Webby, Crystal Reports, and Dashboards. So those are the core tool sets we're focused on right now. We will be eventually looking at SAP Design Studio. We're keeping an eye on that, seeing how that will fit inside our tool set. So we're definitely keeping our eyes on the horizon.
In order to mobilize more of a dashboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we are looking at SAP Visual Intelligence as well,
okay,
to do some of the predictive analysis. These are the two things that are in radar, and we're going to be shooting a lot of sessions for Design Studio and Visual Intelligence.
So end-to-end, really, Business Objects toolset here. SAP loves you guys. HANA,
which is a backend.
So let's talk a little bit about self-service BI. Seems to have been a big goal with this particular project. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay. Since we went live with SAP in 2007, the need for ad hoc reporting or access to the data has been a primary concern for some of our business users. With the complexity of SAP, it was a challenge to bring that data to them. So we've tried a couple different ways of doing that, one of which was using our BW system as an ad hoc reporting tool. The challenge we faced there was not all the users are familiar with some of the terminology in BW. So about in 2011, we started looking at some different alternatives, some third-party tools and so forth. That was about time that SAP HANA was coming out. So we looked at SAP HANA as a strategic way to go. I mean, it made sense to us to align ourselves with SAP's long-term strategy. So that's ultimately the direction we ended up going on that. As part of implementing SAP HANA, we tried to design some of our HANA models keeping models broad enough so that end users can create their own reports on top of those models for their ad hoc reporting needs, which would allow them to answer their day-to-day business questions. Self-service BI is definitely a journey we're on. I'm not sure that we're officially there yet, but it is definitely something we're progressing towards.
So so you're using HANA as a in a data mart, more of a data mart approach than HANA as a database, which we should distinguish here.
Combination of both, depending on the reporting requirements.
Okay.
We do have some requirements that we have sourced as HANA from is a specific report as from the database, but there are ad hoc initiatives driving it as well.
Okay.
And I mean, we have this notion that we have developed over the past couple of years that whenever you have a new requirement, that the first question that everyone should ask is, why not HANA? Why not this should go on HANA? If you have a valid reason, unless you have a valid reason, it's going on HANA. And Business Objects as a primary reporting tool.
Why not HANA?
Yeah.
Why not HANA? So walk me through the process of how you decided what to mobilize on HANA.
I think the drive, especially with one of the major projects that we did last year, was to like for instance, there are a lot of people who it's amazing to see everyone carrying reports, physically printing them and carrying them to meetings. And even in the keynote, we have seen people, carrying piece of paper and asking questions. So whenever you go and when these meetings are with customers and vendors, it makes a lot of sense to have some kind of flexibility, do some high-level analytics, like how this customer has been performing over last 2 months or 2 years, and see if you can give more incentives to him, or how to improve the business with that customer. So if you have all those in front of you and you're able to do those analysis, it's gonna help you a lot. So that's where the mobility project that we did last year came into picture, and we decided to, and for that project mainly, when you're talking about mobile, you want server-side processing. That's a prime factor that you need for mobility reporting. So SAP HANA was, that was a backend because it offers server-side processing. Similarly, we have done a project on plant maintenance.
Okay.
And that one is more geared towards operational reporting and being able to monitor your key metrics on a constant basis. So for that one, you need real-time data. So again, SAP HANA was a prime candidate. So these are the kind of things that that made us, helped us in making the decision of what should be my backend, what should be my reporting layer, if I need to use any semantic layers, what is the complexity, how we gonna architecture these solutions. So all these factors, together helped us design mobility or real-time solutions or whatever.
So the backend is HANA, and the clients are the business objects tools that they were already using.
Yeah.
So did you just put those on a mobile device, or what was different about what they were looking at on their desktop versus and what mobile device are they using?
We're using iPads primarily.
Okay.
The presentation for what the mobility projects, what we're using for, is WebMeet report. And what it was, we had to create a report that was formatted a little bit differently for the iPads. The dashboard is using SAP dashboards.
Okay.
That one is right now it's just on the desktop version. We haven't been able to roll that out to iPads yet.
And the WebMeet reports, we have provided 2 solutions for our customer profitability solution. One is on Webby, one is on Explorer.
Okay.
It is geared towards two sets of audiences. One is the executives who are provided with highly formatted reports in Webby, and we are making them available on iPad via SAP Mobile BI application, which is provided by SAP Standard. And the other one is Explorer reports. It is geared towards helping people to do more data analysis or data discovery. So it allows you to drill into intricate details so you can easily do your data analysis. And for that, we are using SAP Explorer application, which is also standard SAP application, to make it available on the iPad.
Very interesting.
And even the dashboard, we can make it available on the iPad, but you have to, that is the reason why we went with 3 different tools here. It is because of the audiences.
Okay.
What audiences are going to consume these reports. And for the plant maintenance, we try to keep it easy for them. Just one click of a button, they have their dashboard on the screen. They don't have to log into, go on the iPads, go on to Launchpad or go on to these applications and,
For the plant maintenance, the users, have you found that you'd have to ruggedize the device at all for them to be able to use it, or the iPads really suited the needs of are people using it on the shop floor sort of deal?
Right now, no.
Okay.
They're using their desktops to use the report. We've been keeping our eye open for solutions to put on the iPad.
So, the way they use it is the kind of metrics that we are showing on the dashboard are different. Like you want to continuously monitor how different processes are running, or how your key metrics are doing, or do a high-level what-if analysis. Yeah. What if I change my number of employees, or what if I increase my number of orders? How is it affecting the other characteristics, or other metrics. So it's the solution is easy to access for the plant people. They don't have to be technical enough to go on the iPads and use it. So that's why it stayed on the desktop, whereas the other two solutions went on the iPad because it's easy for the salesperson to access them on mobile, and wherever they are, they can access it on Wi-Fi hotspots, offline, online.
But yep, but definitely.
Yeah.
I wanted to cover too. You're a HANA rapid deployment solution customer. Why did you decide to go that way with it?
Well, we felt like the RDS solution would give us a good starting point with the models and the reports that were delivered as part of RDS. And with the models, knowing we wanted to go with ad hoc as a future, we felt like the models would give us a good springboard to know what a specific solution would look like, and then we could use that to model other HANA models.
Very interesting.
And also, it was a great starting point for us because it's new, it's brand new. I mean, even the business objects integration is brand new. So it gave us, and even the approach we took was very logical. We brought in 5 different data models, which involved 5 different business object tools that provided reports on business object tools. So and during this process also, it helped us in coming up with development strategies, coming up with naming standards, security standards, because security is not available in HANA. We have to build it from scratch. And it made us evolve through this process and build a team. We call it HANA Go Forward team, and we are on it all the time, and we are doing projects simultaneously. We are adding content to our HANA system all the time, and trying to build this huge system for users to be able to do their own reports and make them self-sufficient.
That's great story. To close out this interview, I want to pick up on something, Shankar, you said in the middle. You have this philosophy internally now. Why not HANA?
Yep.
Finish that sentence for me, if you could, Brian and Shankar. Why not HANA?
It's been hard for me. I come from BW, and it's been hard for me to justify why a reporting solution should go on BW rather than HANA. So I keep asking people why, tell me a reason so we can justify this on some other system, not HANA. And I never came up with something till 2 years, and I don't think we will see any solution that can be that. Why not? It can't be done on HANA.
I think
it's been good.
Another reason that kind of drove us towards HANA is the turnaround time for developing a new model versus maybe developing something new in BW. Typically, it's a lot easier and quicker to do it. I shouldn't say easier. It's a lot quicker to do it in HANA than it is on the BW side. So there's that aspect that kind of plays into it.
So is BW dead?
No.
BW
will be around for a while.
Okay.
It comes down to reporting requirements. There will still be a need for sourcing report out of BW, but like Shankar was saying, we ask, why not HANA? If there's a need for a specific requirement to do in BW, we'll do it in BW if we need to.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen. That was a great, really in-depth interview. We covered so many different things, RDS, mobility, HANA. It just thanks so much for joining us.
Sure, thank you.
Stay tuned for more of our coverage of ASUG's annual conference, and Sapphire Now will be joined with many more customers in the afternoon and SAP executives. Thanks for watching.